we need to talk about the whole move to Newcastle, your boyhood club, the dream to play.
Yeah.
Lots of talk, and Sir Alex Ferguson did say when he gave you the PFA Player of the Year, the one player I tried to sign twice and never got a chance to sign him. How close was the move to Manchester United when Newcastle came in?
Well, he tried to sign me once. He didn't come in for me the first time when I left Southampton. We've touched on that. But Jack Walker, I wanted a clause in my contract at Blackburn that if I ever wanted to leave, they'd let me go. And Jack said, no, my word is my contract, and there's no clause going in there, which was fine. I signed that. And I just felt the time had come that Blackburn had gone as far as we could go. We'd won the league, and I wanted to go and do something different. So I went to Jack and said, look, I'd like the opportunity to go and speak to clubs. And he said, well, I'll give you my word, and my word is true. So yeah, I'll let you go and speak to clubs. But the fee is £15 million for any club, and it's £20 million for Manchester United.
Really didn't want you to go to United, did he?
No, he didn't. And oh, by the way, I wanted cash, and I want it all up front. And I said, well, you're virtually making it impossible for me to actually leave, because no one has that kind of money then. Sure. Back in '96. And I'd left my home. I'd gone for talks with Alex and with Kevin Keegan, and talks were great. And I was going to Man United, I was going to Newcastle, I was staying at Blackburn. My mind was mixed up, and then I got a call off Kevin Keegan to say, look, can I have another half an hour with you? And I said, yeah. So I went had another talks with Kevin, and I just thought, I'm going home. I'm going home. It's my dream move. I'd stood on the terraces as a kid, watching Newcastle grow up. It was my dream to play for Newcastle. I'd stood on the Gallagher end, watching my heroes play, and I thought, I've got the chance to do that. I'm going to go home. And if you ask any other guy or any other kid who has stood at Man United, at the Stretford end, or at Arsenal, or at the Kop, as a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid, they've now got the opportunity to do that. I'm pretty much sure that the rest, all of them, would do that. I did it. I achieved my dream. And if you ask me, have I any regrets? I haven't got any regrets whatsoever. I know I would have. There's no guarantee I would have won more trophies. I probably would have. But I've had the time of my life. I've achieved my dream. So
was Keegan one of those heroes?
Yeah, he was. He was my hero. Yeah, I stood on the terraces as a kid on his when he made his debut at St James's. He scored against QPR, and I was there, getting crushed in the Gallagher end with all the rest of the thousands of people. So, as I said, it was my dream move, and if I had the chance to do it again, I'd do exactly the same thing.
Well, so did you have to phone Sir Alex and say, look, I'm choosing...
Yes,
Newcastle?
I did. I had to ring Sir Alex, and not surprisingly, he didn't answer. I left a message, and he never ever got back to me.
Did you think if he picked up the phone, though, Alan, and said, hold on a sec, let me see if I can get the extra money?
No, my mind was made up then. I'd left my home. I used to live in Formby, so I'd left my home to go and... Ironically, I met Kevin Keegan in Manchester to have the talks with him in a hotel. So I'd gone for talks, and Newcastle were flying off to the Far East for pre-season training. So I'd left my home expecting to go for talks. 24 hours later, I was on a flight. I never ever went back to that house. I rang my wife to say, "Can you pack me a bag? I'm signing for Newcastle." So I flew to the Far East for pre-season training. Flew straight back into Newcastle. Never went back to Formby at all. I left her. It was great. She did all the packing and moved house.
This, of course, is the pictures that we all remember so vividly, so well. There's a brilliant quote that I read in the Newcastle Chronicle from that day. This is from 63-year-old Barbara Donaldson at the time. She says, the morning he signed, I went to get my pension. Normally they're a right grumpy lot, but that day everyone in the queue had a smile like a Cheshire cat. If you put us in for the Olympic high jump that morning, we'd have set a world record.
It was just, I mean, I've explained it all, me standing on the terraces and my dream to play for Newcastle. I was brought up there as a kid, and that's what I wanted to do. So to get back to St James's Park, for them to pay a world record fee for me, to see, I don't know, there was nearly 20,000 people just there for my signature, and I just thought, wow. It shouldn't have surprised me, because I know how daft they are for football up there, but 20,000 people to turn up for a signature in the pouring rain. I think there's a few people missed school or missed work that day, but it was great to see.